Hello you guys, how are you doing today? I hope you're having such a good day. I'm out on the porch kind of checking on my birds and all the plants and everything, making sure when we leave here in just a few minutes that they're going to be set just in case we get any storms while we're gone. We've had a lot of crazy storms kind of come through over the last week or so. We've had several. I keep having a really pretty cardinal gonna come in this tree, so I'll put you guys here so you guys can watch and see if they come. But we are getting ready to go on our Disney cruise. Today we're traveling to Fort Lauderdale, and then we're gonna be staying at a hotel right on the marina, which I'm super excited about. Little fun fact, I think I shared this in a previous video, that my mom was there last October when she went on her Royal Caribbean cruise, and she stayed at this hotel. And if you guys know, my mom is like the OG traveler. She started off as a travel agent. She's in corporate meeting and events now. Traveling is her specialty and knowing different hotels and that. So this was a really great and affordable option. You get a lot of bang for your buck at this hotel. So I'm super excited to see it. She was really pleased with it. And then also too, it's right on the marina. So even if we don't have time for swimming, but if we want to just get out and kind of check out the area a little bit, we can go see the boats and the water and that, and it should be just outside the doors. So super, super excited to see that. I'll bring you guys along for everything. Also too, I will link our hotel that we're staying at down below. I will be doing a room tour, showing you guys all the food and the snacks that we'll be eating. You guys will get to see all of that. And then tomorrow we're getting to embark on the Disney Dream, and I'm super excited. This was the first ship that we sailed on our first ever cruise, let alone our first ever Disney cruise. And it's one of my favorites. I think right now it is my favorite. We are going on the Wish though in October. So I am excited because I haven't been on the Wish yet. And we haven't obviously gone on the Treasure or anything, but this is going to be marking our 4th sailing for Disney Cruise Line, and I'm super excited. Super, super excited. Lincoln's out here going to the bathroom before we head out. For time reference, it's about 8:40, and we still need to go pick up the kids from school here in a little bit. We are going to go drop off our dog Lincoln off at my parents' house, and they're going to watch him while we're gone. And then also too, we need to go grab some lunch. What's up, bud? Can you say hi? He's a little bit of a stressor, so he doesn't do as well with the travel and the stress and that, but he'll be in good hands with my parents. He does very, very well with my parents. Right, bud? So yeah, so we'll need to go and grab something to eat. I'll probably make a coffee for the road, and then we'll be off. And it's going to be, normally I like to fly out the very first flight of the day. This one we're actually flying out later. Our flight is about 2:40. So super exciting, but I'm just so eager to get there, and then also to just be in the water, change of scenery, completely disconnect, which has been amazing. And we're going to take that one step further when we're on the cruise. So super, super excited, but let's go have fun. Let's pack up the car. Let's bring Lincoln to my parents' house, get something to eat, pick up the kids, and start our adventure. I almost forgot, I still need to get my computer packed up and my cords and all of that, and then we need to grab the kids' iPads cords. I did a full pack and prep video. If you guys haven't seen it, I did a full pack and prep video of kind of how I prepare. I've got it down to a science, and I feel like it's so less stressful doing it the way that I do it because I'm not leaving it all for 1 or 2 days. It's something that I kind of just pick at over the week, and it makes it so much easier. And then too, just having even my travel bag of just all my necessities in there helps so much. So I'll leave this, but I even, like I said, just had everything just ready to go. I need to still grab my AirPods in my car, my case for the camera that you guys are on, and then even the case for my MacBook, because when I travel, I try and get some editing done. I do get a little motion sick and claustrophobic, which I'm always hesitant then to wear a sweatshirt because I can overheat, hence the hair being up, because it gets hot. And United flights recently, they have been trying to conserve jet fuel. And they have, or at least in my experience and according to the flight attendants, they've told me the exact same thing, or they're the ones that told me this, is that they're trying to conserve jet fuel. And so they're not having the air conditioning on as cold. And then also I'm noticing flight times have been modified a little bit more, or they're trying to give them a buffer. But I've noticed flight times have even gone up. Even my husband's been on a couple flights lately, and his flight times that were normally like 2.5 hours are now like 3.5 hours. So I think it's just a interesting time to travel. A lot of times when we do travel, we do drive to like Disney World. Our July trip that's been the last couple years, we've done that now because we go for 10-12 days. This year I think we're going for 8 days. But we're still considering driving just because it's so easy. And then when we are there for even that long, of just not having to worry about packing and doing all of that, but we still might fly. I mean, it just kind of depends, but we still might fly. But I got all my office stuff packed up. I'm gonna grab the cords for the kids' iPads, and then we're ready to go. All right, we finally made it to the airport. All the flights on time. Everything was great. Lincoln was so sad. I think he was really bummed for us to leave today. We haven't gone on a trip for a little while. Jason always comes and goes. I sometimes come and go. But I think for the whole house to kind of get packed up, he was a little sad today. But he's happy at my parents' house. Went and picked up the kids from school, picked up Chick-fil-A for lunch, went and got a coffee. It's okay. I think my coffee at home is so much better. I think once you have an actual espresso machine at home that you can enjoy, it's hard to have coffee shop coffee because it's really good. It's just not as customized and as good as what you get at home. Our flight's going to be boarding here within the next 30 minutes or so. Unfortunately, I don't get to sit with everyone because we booked it separate. But I won't be too far away. But we have about 2-3 hour flight. It's not too bad. And then we're just going to take a Uber from the airport in Fort Lauderdale over to the hotel. As soon as we get to the hotel, obviously our room should be ready. It should be, I think, after their check-in time and that, so that'll be nice that we don't have to wait for a room or anything. It's kind of the perks of getting to fly a little bit later, is that everything's kind of set ready to go. It's very low speed. We also wanted to give a little extra time for TSA today because the new requirements have kind of gone into play with having that like certified star on your driver's license. The state of Texas has had that for a very long time, so it's not really something that we had to worry about. But maybe with people leaving from Texas, we were a little bit more concerned, but it was normal. I mean, not super fast, but totally fine. But yeah, it was nice because normally when we travel, we leave so early in the morning because we don't like any delays. We don't like any time to be wasted, but it definitely feels more rushed. But then when you have a later flight, it goes so much slower, but fast at the same time. Does that kind of make sense? It's definitely take things at your own pace. You know, if you want to have more stroll of a time, you can allow for more time, but also too, if you want to feel a little bit more rushed, you can have less of the time at the airport too. So we're all kind of ready to go. We did stop and get snacks too, some little candies, and that we each picked up 2 things of candy before we even picked up the kids. We went and picked up some candy and that too, so we have it for our trip as a whole. But yeah, we have about, I'd say like 20-25 minutes until we board. And yeah, then we'll be on our way. So super exciting, but yeah, it's very, very different. The only thing that Jason and I haven't really been talking about is we considered again bumping up to concierge. We looked at this shortly after we booked because, as a reminder, we booked this 2 weeks ago from today. And it was about a $3,000 difference, so essentially double the price for us to move up to like the next level or like the first level of concierge, just because we have a later boarding time. We're boarding group 15 tomorrow. There's different perks in that. We've never done concierge, so the fact that this one might be a little bit less because it is a shorter sailing is why we were kind of considering it. We thought maybe because it's like so last minute there would be a difference similar to other reservations and styles of booking, but this one was not. So it's exactly the same price as I've been kind of watching it the entire time. It wasn't like a within 24 hours to try and sell the room or anything like that. Maybe with a new reservation, but I kind of called as if I was a new reservation and it was the same price. So not really worth it then. I mean, I think maybe if you were booking a lot of things, doing a lot of things, maybe on a longer sailing to really enjoy that lounge, I think it might be nice. And I think too, Jason and I definitely want to do it, but we want to try it in a time that maybe the kids are a little bit older, or when it's just Jason and I, and we can maybe go to the shows, but maybe if they're playing the shows twice or something, that we could just like relax in the lounge. There was extra there was a whole new deck, like kind of more closed off for the fireworks now too. The Disney Dream just got out of dry dock like a month or two ago at time of filming. And so that's kind of the cool thing, is they kind of modified things a little bit. They upgraded some of the rooms. They updated the concierge lounge. It was, I mean, from what I saw online, it looked really nice. So it was very tempting, but I think we passed on this time. But again, we're going to start boarding here really soon. But I will see you guys in Fort Lauderdale. Well, we've officially made it to Fort Lauderdale and had a nice little flight. It's only like a 2-hour and 10-minute flight. Like, it's not much at all, but it's a good little trip over here. We just got to the hotel. I'm going to give you guys a room tour in just a second. But before we do, I want to tell you, Fort Lauderdale is a really cool place. We used to come here quite a bit, and Fort Lauderdale has a really cool vibe. And every time I think of Fort Lauderdale, I think of the canals and the marina and the cars and the really cool houses and the water. It has a more old money feel than Miami does, kind of like Palm Beach, but it's different in its own unique way. The weather is beautiful, of course. I haven't come here yet and it wasn't gorgeous, but I have to show you. Look at this beautiful guy. I mean, this is like a football field size. This is a mega yacht. And then also too, there is another one right behind us. So that's why I picked this hotel in this room. And I know how much my mom loved it when she was here, and just being on the water and all of the walking and kind of seeing the boats and the ships and stuff like that come through here. Right when we came in, they gave us a ton of really good information. Disney Cruise Line had a counter right and a table set up. They come and pick up right from this hotel. So if you are coming on a Disney cruise out of Fort Lauderdale, I would definitely recommend this. If you're a Hilton person, if you're a Marriott person, there's a lot of really good Marriotts here too. My husband's just a Hilton Diamond member, so there's little perks that we get, like downstairs, like there's a little coffee counter, and like they have muffins and bagels and all kinds of like grab and go station, and they give us a credit for every day that we're here. And then also too, just free waters and that, and we get, you know, if there's available upgrades and that, they typically will upgrade us for stuff. So it's kind of nice. That's why we stick with Hilton, because that's what he's always done for work. Oh, thank you. Some sour candy from Blakely.
It isn't sour.
She's so funny. She's just, they're loving, like, chomping into the candy already. But I think we're gonna go and order some food in. There is a really nice seafood restaurant here, and then also Boatyard was another one. She said it was like a 5-minute walk, and she said it was super low key. She said the food's really good. She gave us like free drink vouchers and that too. However, I kind of want to just enjoy the location here. So I think we're actually going to just order some food to the hotel, and then we'll go pick it up and eat by the pool. The pool's like right behind us. That's kind of nice. The hotel is a little interesting because it has like 2 buildings. From what I've seen, there's about 2 buildings, and the building that we're in is only about 3 stories high. So we're in kind of like the villas section. I don't really know if there are special villas in this specific building. I haven't seen that yet. Our room is not a villa, which you'll see, but it's a really nice room. And then there's also a pool bar, but she said that closed at 6. And it is a little shadier right now. Like the sun has kind of go down, so there's no sun on there, but it's really quiet. It's just, I mean, even just getting to like walk around, I mean, everything is just gorgeous, like just gorgeous. So definitely has the Fort Lauderdale vibe, so I'm excited to share all that. But let me stop being so chatty and let you guys see our room, because it really is nice. So for room reference, we're 3214 in the 3 building, like the 3rd East building. It's more of like the villas and that. On this side, you can see we are right on the water. It's beautiful. I want to show you first a little bit of storage. What's nice is there is a little bit of safe in here, but a decent amount of storage. It's really nice and spacious. And then we have the bathroom over here. I do like that it's like a full door and it's like fully enclosed. Really nice tile, really pretty. I love the aesthetic. Shower curtain, there's a nice space between here. It reminds me so much of our Boston hotel. Does anybody remember our Boston hotel room? It reminds me a lot of that. Lots of counter space here, which I think is really nice. More storage down here. And then this room is adorable. It's super nautical themed, which I love. Very much like yacht club vibes, I would say. Has the 2 queen beds, has the nice big TV. I would say the TV is probably a 65-inch or so, like 60-inch. Nice storage here, full-length mirror. And then I want to show you guys kind of the balcony. Has 2 chairs sitting here, a nice table, your ice bucket. And then this is what counts. How flippin' gorgeous is this? Like, how cool is this? This is why we picked this room, is so we could stay right on the water. Is we're only gonna be here for one night. So I kind of wanted the fun atmosphere of just being in Fort Lauderdale. This is Fort Lauderdale, like to a T. This, when you come here, this is exactly what you see. So it's super, super cool. Look at this boat, you guys. It's like a ship. It is insane. And then there's another really, really big one right over here. Super, super cool. But nice little balcony, has the chairs. I'll tell you more about the hotel here in a little bit, and then some of the complimentary things that we get for being a Diamond member when we stay at these Hilton hotels. And it always comes in handy. It's just like when we're in Disneyland and we stay at our Hilton hotel there, but super, super gorgeous. I absolutely love this. And then for reference, this hotel, this building that we're in, is only 3 stories. So it's really small and quaint. It's not far off the lobby, but it's right by the pool as well. So we decided to come down by the pool. It's a really quiet hotel. Like, it's for such a busy location, it's really quiet. The kids are getting ready to go jump in the pool. So I thought I'd bring you guys around and sightsee a little bit, right? It's a beautiful night. Are you gonna go, Dad?
No, he's getting towels.
Oh, okay. Find a spot, but wait for Dad, okay? This is why I thought this hotel would be so cool. And my mom said the exact same thing. This is why she picked this hotel. It's because it's right, like, look at, like, so cool, right? So, so cool. I love this because it's kind of like, we're only here for like a hot second, but you can really enjoy like your atmosphere. You guys always hear me say stratosphere, atmosphere. Like, this is like gorgeous. It's a beautiful new dock. You can tell like it might be an older hotel, but some things have been redone. So this is what's behind me, is this part, if it'll show me. This part of the hotel is like the main lobby area. There's restaurants in there, the coffee shop in that I told you about. And then we're in like these like villas, towers. Again, I'm not too sure. You're gonna have to do your own research. I'm really, really liking the hotel, but like, this is so cool. So, so, so cool. I love it. I love it. And then to look at like all these condos and that, there is a walking path that kind of walks all the way around here. You can kind of see here. Kind of walks all the way around, and then it brings you on the water. But such a really cool, like, quiet place. Like, even like the palm trees and that behind me, like, it's just gorgeous, right? Also too, if you guys didn't watch my previous videos, I am filming with a new camera, and I'm thinking it's going to be better than what we've had, but something completely different. It's an upgrade from my last travel camera, which was the DJI Pocket 2. This one's the Pocket 3. I loved my Pocket 2 and had it forever, but let me know in the comments down below, how's the quality? I always like it for these situations because I'm not a smooth walker at all, but it's kind of a fun way to like walk and talk, and it's not like you're gonna get motion sick hanging out with me, right? But like, look at these boats and these yachts. Aren't these so gorgeous? I'm gonna just walk around here and just keep it going and show you guys around because it is just gorgeous. So we DoorDashed. I ordered Cheesecake Factory, and then me and the kids got Cheesecake Factory, and then Jason ordered something else. I mean, there's places to like walk and eat and everything. We should probably, oh, this is gorgeous. The birds are crazy above me, but this is kind of more the other side, and the water smells so good. But to just kind of chill and enjoy like our location more, we decided to stay in. But is this not, I don't want to interrupt them because they're sitting on their decks, but is this not like gorgeous, you guys? Look at this. Is this not just gorgeous? I absolutely love it. So really, really cool. Really cool location. Oh, I always love the gas stations too that are on the water. Can you kind of see it over here? Super, super, super cool. Super, super, this is a beautiful catamaran. Gorgeous. This is Fort Lauderdale. Like, in a nutshell, this is what you see when you come here, is it's really cool. And I don't know if I said it earlier, but we're leaving out of, I think it's called Port Everglades, and see, we're right by where we started. Our room is right up here. And And then see the Marina gas station is right there. So super, super, super fun. But our port is not far from here. The hotel also has transportation. It's $10 a person. I don't know if that's discounted for being a Diamond member. I don't think she said it was discounted. I think that's just the normal price. So just reference if you don't want to use Disney transportation, which is probably the most expensive. And then the Hilton transportation is another option. And then also too, there's Uber and Lyft. After my last experience with Lyft, I don't think I'll be using them anymore. It was fine, but I won't be using them anymore, and I would recommend Uber. So every time I've used Uber, I've had good outcomes. The last couple with Lyft, I wouldn't prefer, you know. So it just says that as a recommendation, but yeah, I wanted to rock around. Our food's gonna be here soon. I'm gonna hang out with the family for a little bit, but I had to walk you guys around because I mean, it's just, this is Fort Lauderdale to its finest right here. If you saw like this much Fort Lauderdale, this is, capture this, because this is exactly what you see. Well, look at this view. I mean, is this not the vibe? Is this not the ambiance for sitting by the pool, ordering DoorDash in Florida? This is epic. This is perfect. I absolutely love this. Okay, I ordered the pasta something. Don't remember what it is. I'll put it on the screen. Brody ordered the orange chicken, and then Blakely ordered chicken strips and french fries. It's absolutely delicious. So right outside the pool here, I also don't know if there's multiple pools, but there is a really nice like patio here where there's
the Nickelodeon logo.
Okay. It does kind of look like that, but see, there's all these chairs, and I think there's like a little pool bar that you can eat here. And so we're kind of utilizing that because it's gorgeous. And the weather is, oops, sorry, buddy. The weather is so nice. So to just sit here on the water and then the vibes. There's also some people hanging out too, and it's just a fun, chill atmosphere, but it is so quiet. I don't know if it's because it's a Thursday or because like school's still going on. I don't know. I'll take it though. It's great. It's absolutely wonderful. It's just so chill, but a very clean hotel. Like I even just went in and grabbed us like 2 bottles of Coke and then 2 Smart Waters. But so good. And if you're ever wondering if you DoorDash Cheesecake Factory, if you get the bread, yes, you still get the bread. So we didn't get the war though, and I think that was something like a box I should have checked when I was in there. So Jason's just grabbing us some from inside. He ordered Checkers. Maybe there was a fast food place that he wanted to try that he's always seen here or in Florida that maybe we don't have in Texas. I don't know. He was excited to try it. He is a chicken sandwichy kind of fella, so I think that's what he was kind of getting. I'm not too sure. But so nice. So nice. I will link this hotel in the info box down below because I would highly recommend. You can tell it's a little older. A lot of Fort Lauderdale, even Turnberry, is an older resort. But they have really done some nice updates here, and it is very clean. I love like the seating. There's tons of umbrellas, and again, like look at this vibe, like on the water, and then to have all this walkability, it's really, really nice. This lighting I think is a little harsh, but it's all right. So the kids just had so much fun swimming down by the pool. It's about 9:15, right? 9:30. We feel so cozy and at home here. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't too sure about the hotel because anytime I go to a hotel that I've just never been to, I'm always like, am I gonna like it? I'm a little particular. My mom and dad have both spoiled me over the years because both of my parents have been in the travel industry. So we've stayed at some really, really cool places. And if you know the Fort Lauderdale area, is that when we've come here, we would stay at Turnberry. And Turnberry is a JW Marriott resort, and it is gorgeous. But that is not the money that I wanted to spend because we really were only going to be here for a short period of time. One thing to note too, I don't know if I said this earlier, is that checkout is 11 o'clock tomorrow. Our port arrival time is not until 1:15, so we were going to be kind of sitting in limbo. So I asked what time checkout was, and she said that she can give us no additional charge late checkout for 12 o'clock. So that kind of works out really well because by the time we get out of the room, maybe have a little snack to eat, grab a coffee downstairs, it's going to be close to time to where we're gonna need to get heading over and call an Uber to port. One thing I want to show you guys is we do have our luggage tags, so we'll be putting those on our luggage tonight. All of our backpacks, I don't know if you can see, like we laid out some of our suitcases and that now, so then the kids' travel backpacks can go inside their suitcases because they really don't need a bag for like that limbo period of dropping off our luggage to finally getting into our stateroom. But here are kind of the essentials that I am setting out. This is my like travel bag. I love this size because I use it for so many different things. So when I traveled here, if you guys didn't see my pack and prep video, it had more of like my technology in-flight things of all the things that I might need on the plane. It had my iPad, my AirPods, cords, like all of my little necessities, antibacterial wipes, like the basics, right? But then now for boarding the ship, it's kind of transformed. My biggest thing is having enough chargers for things because I'm always worried I'm gonna lose a battery or something. So I have all my stuff charging now, but then also too, I have all the appropriate cords and even probably a couple extras I still have in here. It's a fairly good size case. Jason is bringing a backpack, so I don't have to carry a bag, which is really nice. But I have my medicine in here. It does have all of like my usual stuff, and I'm sorry the kids are in the background. I have my Summer Friday stuff. I have a hair clip because you guys know I get overheated so easy. And look at this one by Kitsch. Isn't that so stinking cute? And then I have my jewelry. I need to actually set that aside because I got my cute little Disney charm bracelet and I forgot to put it with my actual jewelry. I have my cords, chargers. I do have a bone, so if for some reason we are hearing that a storm's coming in right when we leave port, you know, it might be rockier seas, I do have some bone ready to go that even if we're not in our stateroom, but like we're having fun and we're not like rushing to our stateroom, even though like our stateroom is probably ready, I can still go ahead and take some bone. So that is something I do recommend. And then also too, if you are someone that gets maybe a little overheated really quickly, I love this fan. That's essentially it. Sunglasses, all the rest of the basic stuff. Anything that you're gonna need for the in-between time is gonna be in there. We do have our envelope of our passports and all of our identification. I also still have too, my favorite thing, my favorite recommendation is our jumbo Ziploc baggie. Now, I don't think we're gonna be swimming probably when we first get on the ship tomorrow. Look at this one just like popped up like what? But in case we, you know, have something that we need to carry or something gets spilled on and we have, you know, a situation or whatever it might be, it's just a you never know you're gonna need it until you need it kind of bag. So like I said, wet clothes, things, you know, a zipper rips and we need to, you know, carry the things together. If we get, like I said, little trinkety things that we need to keep together and don't want to lose, it might be 5 times the size, but at least it will all stay together. But I think that's where I'm going to leave you guys for today. But I hope you guys are subscribed and have that notification bell on because tomorrow we embark on the Disney Dream. And I'm so happy to be sharing it with you because I think I've said this like 10 times. The Disney Dream is, as of right now, my favorite cruise ship. And I love it. They had the best food. Even Blakely is like sitting here. Yep. They have the best food. It is so much fun. I love the size of this ship too because it's not like a mega Oasis class ship like Harmony of the Seas was, but it's bigger than like the Wonder and the Wonder and the Magic, if that kind of makes sense. It's just like that perfect size. And two, I'm so excited to see the shows again. I'm so excited. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor and help support and give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow on the Disney Dream. Bye guys. it's just, even just to soak this up in the sun, it's a beautiful day. So we actually got to see the ship. My mom, like I said, has been here before. She was just here last year, and she's like, go upstairs to Olive and Sea, which is the restaurant here, and it's right above like their meeting space and that, and there's signs all over to help you navigate to it, but they have this beautiful balcony. I mean, it's just beautiful, right? That's not actually open at the moment, but they still let us come out on the balcony and just kind of take a peek, and our ship is literally across the street. So that is really, really cool to kind of come up here, and then also to just to watch the boats come in and out. The pilot boat has been in and out of here quite a bit. It is so beautiful. So I think we are very close to getting to our time here. I think we still have another like 30 minutes or so to pack up, and then to head over to port. With all the construction going around, it says it's going to take a good 15 minutes or so to get there, but so I think we'll leave here at like 12:45, still be a little early, but then to drop luggage and everything, to actually get dropped off to get in line at port should set us pretty close to our time. So we're gonna enjoy and soak up these last bit of time here in Fort Lauderdale, because when we get off the ship, we're gonna be taking a cab over to Miami and then flying out of Miami. So this will be our last little time here in Fort Lauderdale, but it definitely makes me want to come back. It also definitely makes me want to come back and visit Turnberry just for the nostalgia. I'd love to stay there again for the night too, because it's beautiful. It is a beautiful, beautiful hotel. So if that's something that you guys would like to see, if you ever come to the Fort Lauderdale area, if you know Turnberry, if you know this hotel, let me know in those comments down below. I love hearing from you guys, but I think it's about that time that we head over to the Disney Dream. So it's gonna be a little loud, but I wanna show you guys. So you're gonna kinda get dropped off in here. And we're in Terminal 4 of Port Everglades. As soon as we drop you off, they'll go ahead and take your luggage. You'll kinda just keep walking on this path. They'll guide you. You're gonna start seeing signs that'll say like your port arrival time. Once that port arrival time is posted of your port arrival time, they'll let you walk up, and then they'll have you in a little holding period. They'll check your boarding pass again, and then you go into the next one, and that's where we are. And it's so cute. So it's really, really easy. There's tons of cast members and crews that are gonna be able to help you through here, and lots of fans. But you can kind of see up ahead of us that there's going to be another holding period, and that's where we're going to start going through security, checking your identification, your boarding passes. All comes in phases. Just be patient. But the fans are really nice because all of this is outside, but at least it's all covered, so that helps a lot. It is 1:02 right now, so our port arrival time. I kept thinking our phones didn't switch over in time, and my husband's like, no, they switched. We're just really early. I'm not good with time. Jason is great with time. So it is about 1:04 right now, which means our port arrival time was 1:15, so we got on really early. They had already called our boarding group. Everything was smooth sailing. One note though is that because we booked this so last minute 2 weeks ago, you can link your magic bands or get the Disney Cruise Line magic bands. We weren't able to do that though because we booked so last minute. So online and on the Disney Cruise Line Navigator app, it says that once you're on the ship, they can activate it. And then why that's kind of nice is because you will be able to just scan in with your magic bands instead of doing like your Apple Wallet. To be able to do your boarding passes, you can do it all in there. They said when we were checking in after security that we could have just used those and he would have been able to activate them, so I packed them. So we'll do that with guest services once we get our room here in the next 30 minutes, but lunch is at Animators today, so we're gonna go have a little bit of lunch.
Thank you.
So we just got done ordering our entrees. Jason ordered the leek soup and then also the empanadas. That's like his go-to every time and he really likes them, and then I kind of nibble with him. Thank you. We also both ordered the sirloin. I think always get it. I think one other time I ordered the muffaletta sandwich. It has a really good olive spread, and that's kind of the shining star of that sandwich. It is a little on the drier side, but it is really good. Yeah, even Jason's like, it's good. So we ordered that. The kids, you're gonna see probably nothing besides mac and cheese the entire trip. Disney mac and cheese is one of their all-time favorites. And
Not all time.
not
Yes.
all time.
Yes, yes, all time.
Blakely's all time. Brody, it's sitting up there pretty high. Is that about right?
It's all time.
It's all time.
Who's all time?
And then my favorite thing, this is one of the desserts that I get most excited about on every single sailing, and why we always come to a sit-down restaurant for lunch instead of going to Cabanas, is because they have a welcome aboard sundae, which is my all-time favorite. I absolutely love it. It is so, so good. I cannot recommend it enough. If you love making like sundaes at home and it has like cupcakes and caramel sauce, you probably heard me talking to Brody about it, because I think he's familiar that I order that every time, and it is so good. It's the combination of everything that's actually fantastic. So I'll show you everything once we get it. But this is one of my favorites. I would highly recommend coming and doing a sit down. If you like more variety, Cabanas is really great because they have a ton of variety, and then they also usually have like a cold seafood section that's really good. But yeah, we love coming and sitting down. And then too, this always gives us, even when you come earlier on the ship, it gives you that little bit of time to like sit down and relax, and then typically your stateroom will be ready. So super excited, super happy to be here. It was a little toasty outside, so I'm happy to be on the ship. Lunch was really good. I didn't order any appetizers or anything. I just had my entree. It was cooked perfectly. I will say, the Dream, out of all the sailings that we've been on, I feel like the Dream so far has the best food. Again though, we haven't gone on the Wish, and everybody says the Wish is really good. We'll try it in October. But I just got my favorite welcome aboard sundae, and it's a little melty. To me, a little melty soft serve creamy ice cream is my favorite. Brody ordered the cheesecake, and it looks really good. I don't think I've ever had it, so I'm gonna try it and then enjoy my welcome aboard sundae, because it's, like I said, it's probably one of my favorite desserts here on the ship. All right, it is room tour time for Redford's. We are in room 6522, and I'll show you guys starting right off in the front is the split bathrooms. So consider them 2 bathrooms or 1 full bathroom split up 2 ways and having double sinks. So the first one is going to be very similar to what other cruise ships have. It's going to have the standard toilet, and 2, a lot of you guys have never realized this, and I've shown you guys this in other videos. This is very similar to an RV toilet or an airport toilet. So when you make the flush noise, it's very similar. So I didn't realize that would be as helpful as you guys have said before in comments when I've done ship tours and room tours, but it's very similar to an airport toilet or an RV toilet. If you've ever had that, it will stay open as long as you have the button held, and then it will close and finish flushing once you're done. But it has a lot of storage in here, very clean. And then for this bathroom's a little different. It's gonna have your tub, another sink, me. It has your lotions, and 2, there's always provided of shampoo, body wash, and conditioner. And I will say, out of all the hotels that we stay at, these are definitely my favorites. They're really nice. Along with the lotion, it has the makeup wipe, more towels in here, more storage, but it's nice that you can have 2 people getting ready. As far as storage space, I'll show you guys here. It does have your life preservers up on top, and there's plenty for everyone. So even if you had some friends in here, there's extras in here. And then also some hangers. This one is if you need anything laundered, and then the laundry bag, you can do that. It also has the prices on there. You're safe, more storage. This one is going to be very similar, just without the safe. You will see your ladder in here. This ladder is for your stateroom host. They will take care of that when you need to do the bunk bed. So at night, if you have guests or kids or whoever that'll be using the bunk bed, this will drop down. Your stateroom host will make the bed, make it all ready, clean it all up for you, and then they'll also set up that ladder. In this main area, you're gonna have a couple extra drawers. They are nice and deep, and they usually can store at least most of my clothes in one drawer. So all of like my folding items and that, you know, leggings, shorts, underwear, bras, all the things can usually fit in there, which is great. More storage up on top, some more drinks, my camera. And then here is your queen size bed. On each of the nightstands, they do have outlets. You can kind of see there's like the European outlet there and then the standard outlet. This one also has it. However, this one does not have it. On another ship, there used to be outlets on there. I think maybe it was the Magic. But yeah, it has no outlets on there, but then outlets over here. If you have like a CPAP machine or something, you can use that on this side. This is the blanket that I always bring to the shows. We don't sleep with this blanket, but we just fold it up nights, put it in our pool bag, and that's how we bring it to the shows. And it covers all 4 of us in the chair, which is really nice. It does have the partition here too. And just to note, the TV will come on each side of the partition. So if you would like to stay up late and your kids need to go to bed, you can partition off. They'll still hear the TV, but the TV will actually come on this side and then keep it dark and more quiet for them. This folds down into a couch, or the back comes down for your twin size bed. This can easily get moved. And then this is your upper bunk bed, which like I said, your stateroom host will go ahead and take care of that for you. And then another note here too is you can notice that there's 2 vents on each side. So even when the partition is closed, this side is not going to get hot and this side is going to get cool, or vice versa. It's very regulated, which is really nice. More storage on top here. This is going to be your fridge. It does have the old Castaway Club gifts. They don't have the new ones on here yet. Your fridge, closed cabinet. This is typically where I get ready. And then your outlets are going to be over here. More switches, which is nice. And then this is your blow dryer. This is a heating mat. So this is where you set your curling iron, your straightener, you know, for safety precautions. They want you to use that. This I pulled out already because I wanted to make sure I showed you. But these are your postcards that are up in here. So what I think is great is you get to take these home. These are free of charge. If you have a friend at home that might like a certain character, what I like to do, or like grandparents, is write down a special memory or wish you were here, and then have the character of their favorite, maybe or 2 of them even, sign on here. If you have a marker, they'll do that for you. So just a little hint, they are in here, don't forget them. And then you can take this one home as well. This is your stationery if you want to write a fun little note. This is for your breakfast in the morning, and you can go ahead, put your stateroom in here, your name, and then you pick your time of when you want your breakfast delivered. Even if you just want like coffee or juice, you have all of this that you could fill out. And then if you put it on the door at night, they will pick it up and then have your coffee and whatever you ordered for breakfast brought to you the next day. So that's kind of nice. If you want to relax in bed a little bit, you can do that and have your pajamas and sit on the balcony and enjoy your morning and not feel so rushed. And then a little bit more storage in here, along with more storage, like I said, in these drawers. Super nice. Another one down here. And then let's go on the balcony. So you can see we're still out at port, but it's so nice that they have their own cruise port here. It's so pretty. Here in Port Everglades, you can see they're still kind of loading up a few things, but we're kind of wrapping up. And I think we're going to unpack and enjoy this nice big balcony. But what do you guys think of the room? Did this room seem a little different to you? For some reason, it just feels a tiny bit different. I don't know if it just seems a little narrower or what, but it's still so nice. Oh, and one thing I didn't share with you guys, there's tons of storage. So we have 4 big bags for suitcases. We can easily put probably 6 or 8 like all under there. It has a ton of space. So know that if you're worried about suitcases, if you're going to be on this ship for a long period of time, or the Fantasy, it's the same thing. There's tons and tons of storage. I want to show you guys how we kind of set up. I mean, this is kind of standard, like our clothes and that, but to kind of give you guys an idea for a family of 3 nights of what that looks like for storing your items. So I do have a cruise essentials video that I just came out, you know, a little bit before this video did. I can link it down below. And one of the things that I think are essential on a cruise are these travel hangers. They pack up to be about this big, and we use them. I buy a 30 pack for like $15, and it's the best thing. Also has normal hangers, but again, family of 4, we need extras, and they can give you extras, but these are just a little bit easier. More storage down here that we're not using. This is a collapsible laundry basket. I also did a pack and prep video that I can also link down below to kind of show you some of my essentials that I bring and what I think is super helpful. Our shoes and that are down here, pool bag, more clothes. The only thing that is stored in the bathroom is my hairspray and my like curling wand. It's like a heated round brush. And then this is kind of our toiletry items. I'd rather have it in here in their bags. For one, just to stay organized, and two, to not like pack up the bathrooms. Our binoculars are out, some medicine and that is out, our cups, and then this is all of our, you know, lawn or our undergarment, shorts, foldable items. I have my charger and my iPad out for tonight, my camera, which I'm gonna grab. And then the kids' blankets, they like to keep those out. Their pool toys should be in their drawer. I'll show you that in a sec. That's normal. This is still open. We have a little bit of chargers that we're charging. And then this is their like activity station. And then this is like their grab and go station. So this is where their hats are. You can see, got a little messed up. This is where their hats are, their pool stuff is, their pool bags and that they put there. Brody's charging his iPad at the moment. The rest of their clothes are here. Yeah, and that's about it. So we're all settled. We also just got our muster drill done. We got really lucky. So keep our room in reference in this forward ship area, and also look online and do your research, because if you dread muster drills, we were sitting down in the theater, which was fabulous because we got to sit down. It was like dark, cool, air conditioned. There was a good amount of people. The theater was not full by any means, but it was really, really nice. Instead of when we've been midship, we're on the decks. So every room is kind of different. Every section is different. But remember, for room 6522, if you have a balcony deck, you're going to be sitting down in the theater because your muster stations don't change. So we were in D, so that was fabulous. It is almost 4 o'clock, or about 4 o'clock. They thought that we would be tying off or untying here any minute. They said that there might be a little bit of traffic getting out, so we're just kind of waiting. The sail away tour is about to start here in about the next 15 minutes or so. I think we're gonna pass on it. There's a lot of people, which is not a deterrent, because you can still get a good space. It's a really fun show. If you've never done it, I would recommend it, especially if you have littles. Our kids are getting to be just a titch older, and then also too, we've been there, done that several times. So, and we've even had unique ones where we've been in like Mexico or in different countries where we've had the sail away tours because they get canceled because of weather. So I think we're going to pass it this time. We're going to wait till traffic dies down a little bit, and then we need to go get a drink. The kids are already ready for another ice cream. So yeah, and then we're going to get ready to have our show tonight, which is the Golden Mickeys. And the Golden Mickeys are the one that we have not seen yet. So I'm super, super excited to see that. The kids are like, we really want to go. I'm like, yes, we definitely want to go. And then we'll have a little bit of a gap. The Marvel characters are down in the lobby atrium, so I know Brody is going to want to do that and bring his autograph book, because there's a couple Avengers and Marvel characters that he does not have autographs for yet. So he definitely wants to do that, but we're just kind of hanging out, chilling, letting everybody get upstairs and get settled in their spots, so then we can watch our little area, maybe in the back of the ship, a little quieter, take off, have an ice cream, get a drink, and yeah, and then head off to the show. So it's going to be super fun. It's been very, very relaxing. But as soon as we head out, I will also show you our stateroom door, because the kids decorated it and it's so cute. And I think I shared this before, the magnets are different for Disney Vacation Club. So I was going to share this in a previous video, and I don't think I ended up adding it in, but it used to be to where you had a little magnet of all the different places you could go, and like if you're, you know, at a show, if you're having dinner, whatever. Now it's a little different to where it has like a little Mickey ears on top. So I'll show you guys here in a second. club, and there's a bunch of kids, so I just want to respect their privacy just a little bit, you know. But we just got them all registered, let them kind of see their new kids club for Brody, because he's now kind of graduated to the older kids clubs, and so it was good to kind of feel out if he was going to like it or not. He seems very excited. And then even when we went to Oceaneers Club and Lab, I'm like, do you feel like you grew out of this a little bit? He's like, yes. But there's still like Marvel sections and the drawing sections that he really likes. But that's why the open houses are great, because they can really appreciate that. They have a open house for like a Disney Vacation Club celebration that's about to start. So I think we're gonna go down there, have some drinks, and see what they have. Last time we did this, there was like a little trivia, but there was like different cocktails in that. So it's just one deck down, and we'll go check it out. Hi.
I do have some water, non-alcoholic, sparkling, and then alcoholic.
Did this all get redone in dry dock?
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It's time for the Disney Vacation Club members celebration.
So we just got done doing a little shopping. We just happened to see that the merchandise stores were open, and so when the merchandise stores first open, it's kind of like a mad dash, and it's so chaotic because they have everything fairly stocked, but then also too, they got a massive order today, so there's going to be more coming out. So I got a full bag full, and then Blakely already picked out a Loungefly. I got a new Loungefly. We found some really cool stuff, and then also too, for some stuff for the future, I think it'll be fun. The DVC show was really good. They did the game show like they do always do, and then also too, they wanted to promote that there was big promotion to buy direct through Disney for more Disney Vacation Club points. So I mean, that's always fun. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna sit down and listen to that this time. I have been curious to do some resale though, and buying some resale points, since we already own a decent amount direct. So if you guys have ever bought Disney Vacation Club resale, let me know in the comments down below, or DM me on Instagram, because it is really helpful. But we are gonna go and enjoy the Golden Mickeys for tonight, and then we'll have a little bit of time to see some characters. The kids might go to Kids Club for a little bit, and then we'll go to dinner. We have a full bag full of stuff that we need to go drop off, but I wanted to make sure that we were gonna have enough time to get popcorn and decent seats and that. So the boys are going and getting popcorn, our refillable mugs, our refillable cups, getting that now, and then we're gonna watch the show, and I'll probably see you guys after, and then I promise I'll show you some of my treasures that I got, because I feel like we've got some really good stuff. Okay, I am changed. I wanted to get comfy. I love the Golden Mickeys. That was our first time getting to actually watch it, and it was so cute. Would you guys agree? You guys really liked it?
Yes.
Yes.
We
Like,
found something to follow.
oh yeah, do you want to show them what you found?
We found two.
So at the very end, I won't spoil anything, but at the very end, there is a burst of excitement. And in the burst of excitement, they pop out these, and they're little
Yeah,
Golden
we found
Mickeys.
one in the hallway, and there's these for
Yes.
me and Birdie.
Yes, we got lucky because they really wanted some, but it was like right where it poofs out is kind of where it was like 3 rows ahead of us and down, and it was going to be chaos trying to get it, and everybody was like trying to scour to pick them up. Just so cute. I mean, it was on the floor.
Like,
I mean, 100% honesty, like, it was on the floor.
the whole time when they were doing it, I was like, that's not fair.
I know, she really, really wanted one. So at least now she found some. She got some she really
Finders
liked.
keepers.
Okay, go sit down.
Yeah.
So now for the rest of the night, we have dinner in what, like an hour?
Yeah, like 50 minutes.
Yeah, like 50 minutes we have dinner. I wanted to show you some of the things I got because I think we're going to be using a couple of these items for sure. So one thing is we got the refillable popcorn bucket, which where are those?
Over there.
Can you show me one? They're from the Treasure, which I think is really cool. But it says the Disney Treasure. It has the Disney Fantasy, the Magic, the Wonder. It has all of the ships, the Wish and the Dream all on here. And then it's all of like the icons that are in like the back of the ship, which I think are super, super cool. Love this. And then, do you remember how much these were? Do you remember how much the box?
I do not.
I
Okay.
don't remember it.
Jason never looks at prices on things, so he is not very helpful. He did remember to refill it, though, is $1.25. He did tell me that, and that was right. Right? You said it was like $1.25?
Yes.
Don't take that as a fact, all right? And
I
then
think it's $1.25.
Brody thought it was like $1.25 too. The other thing is we went into the merchandise stores, which you guys can see the bag that I got. It's like, whew, it went really quick. But I wanted to get a refillable drink situation. And when we were in the stores, I wanted a tumbler. Like, I wanted a metal tumbler. And I brought my Stanley. Jason got a really nice one from his job. And so he brought that one. And it's just like a Yeti. But I wanted one too. But I'm like, I want a cruise one. And I couldn't find anything. And I'm like, well, I'm just going to bring my Stanley just in case. Because you can bring, like, your drinks and that into the theater. As far as I know, like, that's what we've always done. We've always gone and refilled our mugs and then brought it into the theater. But I'm like, just get me a refillable mug. It was, like, close in time. I wanted to have decent seats. So he got me the refillable mug. Do you remember how much this one was?
21, I think.
Maybe $21, he thinks?
Yeah, it's right around there. I think it's
Somewhere around there? Okay, but look at how cool this is. Okay, for one, it's Mickey. It says Disney Cruise Line on here. It's an actual, like, ceiling cap. I didn't even use it because I need to, like, oh, I figured there'd be, like, paper in here or something. But, like, is this not so nice? These are way nicer than the one that's even in, like, the merchandise stores. Let's see how many ounces it is. It doesn't say how many ounces it is. I was trying to look and see if there was something, but it's really going to be hard to tell. When I do a Disney Cruise Line haul, I'll show you guys more in detail. But it has, like, the cruise ship on there. And then this is, like I said, the shape of Mickey. That's his ears. That's his nose. And then in the background, can you kind of see how it says Disney Cruise Line? Like, I love this. This is Disney Cruise Line. We both got them. I mean, that was like a necessary. And then also, too, in the theater, they don't have fountains there. So they just give you a can of Coke. So I'll just drink it right out of that can instead of pouring it in my mug and just use that mug upstairs. So I think we have to show this, though. We'll have to show it, at least bring it down. But if we also want, like, an additional beverage. And then these are refillable. So they'll just give you another can for, do you remember how much the refill of the drink was? Maybe that was $1.20.
No, the refill of the drink you just do for free up at the 11th floor.
So what was the purpose of buying this then?
I have no idea.
Because this, like, is a refillable, so you get discounted when you refill.
She said you're just going to refill it up on the 11th floor.
TBD. Because, I mean, that does make sense, but maybe we just bought a cup. Was it maybe we just bought the cup?
She said you can refill them up on the 11th floor. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, I'll show you the treasures. Today is fine. So this is going to be probably a mini haul, like, every day. I usually don't show you guys everything. But, like, some of this stuff was, like, way too cool. And I'm going to be using some, like, right now. Okay, this is for a future project for the house that is slowly getting started. But that's where we're going to be putting this. And it is really, really pretty. Now, do I think this is the highest quality? Absolutely not. And no, it is not like a slip cover to where you could put a nice, like, insert pillow in here. But, like, we had to have this. It's supposed to be like a knit sweater style Disney Cruise Line pillow. Jason thinks we should have got 2 of these. I'm fine with one as it's like a little accenty situation. I like accent stuff, you know. But I might agree with him. I don't know. If you want references for pricing, this was $35, which I don't think was bad. We do get a Disney Vacation Club discount. That's the only way to get a discount. Or if you have a Disney Chase Visa, which we also have. I think they're actually like the same discounts. But it's kind of nice. And then look at, I got a new lounge fly. Shocker. Okay, this one I saw online. I didn't even know this existed until I saw it on eBay. You guys know I love my eBay. I really, really, really wanted this. I'm like, and there was only like 4 left. Okay, so here's the inside. It's the ship. I am using this sucker like right now. Right now. Like my lip gloss, my filming stuff, my batteries, my phone, my key to the world, all the things are going in here right now. Like right now this is happening. And then, should I show you the other 2 things? I think I'll wait on the other 2 things. We'll let that be a little shock and awe. I mean, it won't be that much of a shock and awe because it's one of these. Okay, there's a couple of them in there. And then I've slowly gotten obsessed with Disney what's her name? Minnie Mouse. Captain Minnie. And then this little one has gotten slowly obsessed with Captain Minnie Mouse too. She wants to show you this. Okay, so it's super cute. I did notice a couple things. This was like, I think, a newer bag. It's so nice. Like so nice. She's already got this plumped full. But it has the front pouch, which I like, because you can see she's got her pins in there. She's got all of her little toys, her Disney chapstick, the things, right? But then in here, it's like a normal bag.
Book
Yep,
and a poppet.
she's got a book and a poppet and a pen. I see a pencil maybe. The only thing I noticed with it, yes.
A pencil?
Yeah, you have a pencil in here. The only thing that I noticed is that, and it's super cute on the inside. I don't know if you guys can kind of see. It's, nope, that's a book. That's her to say this book. Oh, that was someone dropped that off at her door as like a little gift. But see, like, can you kind of see the inside? It's adorable. But there's no pocket, like little mini pocket on the back or on the front. There's no pocket, but there's pockets on the side, which you guys know I love. Here you go, Tweety.
Thank you.
Enjoy. So yeah, that was today's big treasures.
My necklace.
Your necklace? Oh, yeah. And then she wanted this necklace. She uses, they save up their money to where they can buy things. This is one of the things she got. She liked this little Minnie Mouse. I think you're slowly becoming obsessed with Minnie Mouse. Yes. And it's got a little bee on there, if you guys can kind of see. It's super cute. She'll love that.
I love it.
So she loves it. So here's what we have planned. I think we should go look at the pin boards.
Yes.
I think we should go look at the pin boards. I also think we should get a pin box. I think we should have a pin box every night.
No.
My husband looks at me like, what?
No.
I think that sounds like so much fun, right? Also, too, we're spending Mother's Day on the ship. So excited. And I told them, too, I want nothing for Mother's Day. And they said that they wanted to go and get me some things on the ship, which I think that sounds wonderful. And so there was a couple things that I picked out for them of things that I would appreciate and would really like. And that would be sharing memorable items here on the ship. So I picked out those things. What else? What else? I feel like I haven't shown you guys a lot of B-roll, and it's been a lot of me chitty-chatting. And that is because there are a lot of little kids. And I'm really trying to not film as much of the little kids. But we have been around a lot of the little kids today. Now, I think at dinner and stuff like that, that'll calm down. It's just where we have been. I mean, we've been around the kids clubs, we've been by front desk, we've been by the characters, and we've been by the shows. I mean, those are kid heavy areas, but you'll get to see more throughout the vlogs. But I think we should go do a little pin trading, get our pins together. I need to get my beautiful bag together. And then what else? We're a booking it. I'll tell you that. We're definitely a booking it. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm gonna get my bag together. Let's maybe go look at some pins. I know there's like the big pin trading events. Like, we're not there. We're not trying to go to all that chaos. We're not trying to do all that, but I want to get my bag together and then see what pin boxes they have. Okay, so this is the mystery pin box that they have here. This is like the only one that I know of so far of like the Disney Cruise Line exclusive ones. You can kind of see it's a pretty good one. I do like it. I do really like it. So you'll get 2 random pins. The one I think I would really like is the Disney Cruise Line one, where it's like the ship there in the center, and then I'd say Mickey or Minnie, but I love Donald too. I mean, they're all really good. So for 2 pins, it's $22.99. There's 7 pins. I don't know. There's also some really cute Disney Cruise Line ones, exclusive ones, that I did see on here though. Like they have, let me just show you. Like this one is really cute. I really like this Chip and Dale. But then the Captain Minnie and Mickey. And then some of these. I haven't quite decided which ones I want to get, but there's some really good ones. Okay, I think I'm actually going to get the Kingdom of Cute because there's so many cute ones that I like. You can kind of see the back of this one. So this one, there's 8 pins to collect and you get 2 random pins. They are $22.99. I think I'm going to get this, and then this is the last one. We're definitely getting this one of Sorcerer Mickey and also the Disney Dream, and it says the Disney Dream on it. And this is what's on the back of the ship. So that's for surely coming home. There's also this one, and it's the Disney Sweet Dreams. This is addicting though, I'm not gonna lie. And then Brody wants to get the Disney Cruise Line one, right? You want to get the mystery pins? Brody wants to get this. I think we gotta get out of here though on pins because we've picked out a few. Just a few too many. right, it's a little loud in here because we're surrounded by a couple large parties, but it also kind of makes like the entertainment and like the atmosphere really fun and exciting. We are close to a window, but there's also a family next to us, so I want to give them a little bit of privacy. This is, I think, my maybe first, but I'm thinking it's like second favorite meal of the entire sailing. And there's so many good options. It has the fried fruit, the escargot, the duck confit. There's so much good stuff here. And so we're actually going to be ordering a lot of food. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. I've never had duck confit, so we're going to try that. We're also going to get the iced lobster and jumbo shrimp. Jason's getting the fried brie. I'm also getting the French onion soup. I also considered getting the red wine pear salad, but we gotta save things for next time too. For my entree, I of course am going with a filet. I never say no to a filet. A filet is my absolute favorite, and it is so good on this ship. And then also too, I want to try the lamb, but we're gonna save that for next time. But I am gonna go ahead and get the oven baked royal salmon. That also sounds really good. Now, will I be hungry after that? Probably not. But for my dessert, I don't know. Jason, I think, is also gonna get the filet, but he also wants to try the vegetarian of the wild mushroom pasta. So he'll be getting that. And then desserts, like I said, I don't know. I think there's the royal cheesecake. I know that's a really good one. The ice box, I think, is also here. It's like the lemon ice box, I think, is also here. I'm not too sure. I'll keep you guys posted because I'm boarding. We're about to start a marathon here. So I'll let you guys know of what I like. But also, too, if it's not my favorite, I don't keep eating at the same time. So I'll let you guys know how it is. But it all looks so good. This is a really good restaurant. My husband is not a fancy food eater, so he always gets intimidated, but once you kind of break down the title and look at the ingredients and see if the ingredients is what you would like, and then how they prepare that would be something new and interesting. It's always good to try. It all looks very, very good. All right, we just got back to the room. We came back to the room because Brody had to pick up his Key to the World card. Edge is very different. We're still trying to figure it all out. It has its pros and cons. It gives kids a lot of freedom, which I think is really great. But also, too, for parents that might be a little worrisome, it's a lot of shock. There's a lot of, in the Oceaneers Club and the Oceaneers Lab, you can come and go with the parent. Okay, so the parent has to, so you really can't come and go. I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say here. With the Oceaneers Club, which is like where Blakely is, the club and the lab, a parent has to check you in and out, or a provided person when you kind of set everything up. You can pick people that might be in your party that can like pick them up or drop them off or whatever, right? You'll have a safe word, you'll have a code. They kind of scan in and out, and they'll get to use their magic bands. And if they're not wearing a magic band, then they have like a kids club magic band, okay? So more restrictive, more cautionary, more protocols, right? With Edge, there is a phone that you can call them. So from any stateroom, any cruise phone, you can call their number. You can call them to see if your kid is still there, but your kid can kind of come and go as you please. I didn't set it up to where he could come and go as you please, but it kind of seems like that's like the general thing. I think you would need to have a conversation with your kids and be like, you are not allowed to come and go. We originally said that there's two ways to kind of get there, from either deck 4 on the outer decks and then kind of going up, and that kind of freaked me out because when we were doing it, it was at night. So cautionary tale, it freaked me out a little bit to have him out there by himself. And then also too, you can do it on deck 5 because it's far forward, and we're deck 6 forward, so we're pretty close, but it's just navigating the ship. And also too, we haven't been on the ship since 2021. So essentially you're kind of starting over, and 2, we're just getting our bearings, right? So it's a give and take. Like, it really is depending on the kid, but there's no way to communicate with your kid. Like, I can't send them a message on the Navigator app and being like, hey, is Brody still there? There's just not a clear way to communicate. Like, they're not going to send you a message if they're leaving. You know, so it's kind of on you to maybe bring them a phone. Brody was just saying too, he's like, you could bring a phone. And of course he's 11 years old. So he's like begging for a phone. We just don't have phones yet. We have a cell phone for our house. And because they don't really do landlines, and landlines are more expensive now than having cell phones, at least for our area. So we have a cell phone that he can use if he ever stays home by himself, or, you know, he's inside, whatever the situation, certain situations. But for the most part, he does not have a cell phone. So that might be something you might want to consider if you had an old phone, that you could put just the navigator up. It doesn't need any service, doesn't need anything, but maybe when they go to Edge and you want to be able to communicate with them, or they can text me and be like, hey, we're ready to go, or hey, I'm going to meet you up at the pool, or I'm going to meet you here or down in the stateroom. You have more way to communicate. If you don't have that, there's no communicating. So just an adjustment. Also, too, Brody was just like, I kind of like am cool if you guys just pick me up and drop me off. Sounds great to me. I mean, first year, first round, we're trying this. It's all new to us. Sounds great to me. Dinner was really good. The salmon I did not like because it was too fishy. Jason didn't like the vegan mushroom dish because that was too mushroomy, and he loves mushrooms, but it was almost like a little potent, strong mushroom. The filet was good. Even Brody had the filet. It was wonderful. The potatoes were really good. The béarnaise sauce was super good. Blakely got the mac and cheese round 2 already. She got that. It was delicious. The Grand Marnier souffle was wonderful. I kind of ran him last minute to Kids Club, and Blakely, when she was done eating, she wanted to go to Kids Club. So we kind of left. So Jason had that. He ordered it while I was gone. And then it was there covered, still warm, gooey, ready for me when I got back. But all in all, I would definitely say dinner was good. My lobster and shrimp was delicious. The duck confit was good. I wouldn't order it again though. I mean, but it was good. All in all, very good meal. But I think we're going to wind down and chill for the night. One thing I am noticing, and maybe it's just me running hot, but I am a little warmer. And I noticed that in different areas of the ship. I'm also have noticed it, especially where the doors can kind of open and close. It's a little warmer. But super, super fun. Very full ship. So if I'm not showing you as much like B-roll and that, it's because there's a lot of kids. I'm trying to be more conscious. But the characters are out. All of the Disney feels are here. The Disney music is just jiving. I'm loving it. Like I just feel at home. I felt at home on the Wonder and the Magic too. But man, it feels good. And I honestly don't even think it's just a Disney dream, since we've been on this ship before. Like, it's a familiar. I think it's a Disney Cruise Line feel, and just this ship is really, really good. It's a really good ship. So we love the size. Tomorrow was so much more exploring. Today we're going to be at the new private island tomorrow. So we'll be having fun. We'll be getting the ship off of that, or we'll be getting off the ship to go visit that and go definitely spend the day out there. And then we have we decided to sit down and talk to them about potentially buying more DVC points. I just want to hear what the deal is. They have, in the presentation today, they talked about how there's like these really good promotions at Saratoga Springs and the new cabins at Fort Wilderness. And there was very few contracts left at different resorts. So I'm kind of curious. And then it was kind of like a stacking promotion too. Like, if you have an annual pass, you get an additional discount. If you get this, you get an additional discount. So, I mean, that's always kind of fun. But I just want to hear if it's that good of a deal. I mean, if it's that good of a deal, maybe we'll consider it. But otherwise too, we're also talking about resale and maybe what resale contracts kind of look like. So I don't know. We're also very content with the points that we have, the direct contract that we already have through Disney, but I'm always here to listen. Jason's kind of the same way, but I think I'm going to leave you guys at that tonight. morning from Lookout Key. How are you guys? I have to say it has been a nice slow morning. It takes a lot to kind of get out here. So for reference, if you can kind of look on the map, we are sitting right next to Serenity Bay. They kind of told us the far left you're going to go, the quieter it's going to be. And I know it's kind of probably hard to take me serious and my little son hat here, but I have been working really hard on my melasma and hyperpigmentation. And it's not gone, but it's a lot better. So we're kind of hanging out here. I'm going to probably show you guys more of B-roll and that today while we're here on the island. For reference, it took just over 14 minutes to get from exactly getting off the ship to the tram. And then from the tram, that also takes a second. And I didn't realize the tram would take as long as it did. And it wasn't long, but it's not quick. Like on Castaway, they really book it and move. This one is very slow moving. They kind of want you to look at the nature. You know, there's a little spiel that they're talking about and the different wildlife and everything. The island is pretty packed. I don't know if even Castaway gets this full. I mean, obviously it does because the Dream goes and it only goes one at a time. It feels maybe a little bit more condensed, maybe. That's just my own personal opinion, and that's probably a hot take, but it's really just because I just got here. I got a little munchkin here trying to clean off her goggles. Jason just pulled 2 chairs up to the water. The water is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. It is wide open. I'll show you guys here in a second, but it's really a gorgeous day. The red flags are out though, which means it is very windy and it's a little rougher. It's a little higher seas, I would say. We definitely felt it getting here last night, and then even this morning up until we docked, we could definitely feel, but not uncomfortable. I did take a little bit more Dramamine early this morning, but nothing too horrible. I did forget our waterproof cases for our phones, but all in all, it does look really nice. We're also not far from the Barbecue 2. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the Barbecue 2. It's the second location, and like I said, it's really close to Serenity Bay. So Serenity Bay is, you can kind of see like this little rope that's next to me, that's Serenity Bay. So it's kind of quiet. Serenity Bay is usually like a Castaway. It's like in a whole other part of the island, so it is very quiet. You would need to go much farther down to kind of get more away from the kids, but you can already see it's less people over there. It's quieter, even like on the beach, and that's definitely quieter. But I'm definitely gonna go sit and enjoy the water a little bit. It looks like very clear. You can definitely see like there's some areas to where it's a little darker in that. I think from just like the seagrass and seaweed in that, but it really, really is nice. And I'm very thankful for the breeze because it is a lot of sun and a lot of walking, and you need a lot of patience. So definitely keep that in mind. I feel like there's quicker gratification when you go to Castaway. So we'll be going to Castaway in October, so I can show you the difference. But yeah, I do like it. I do really like it. Do I like Castaway, you know, right off the bat better? Yeah, I do. But I also don't feel like they're done here. I feel like they will be adding more, maybe trying more things. We're definitely going to try the kids section. Blakely wants to go to the kids club, so I'll try and show you as much of that as I can as well. Definitely some time in the day has passed. It has been a hot second since I've talked to you guys, but we've just been very much chilling, very much laying low. Also, too, I am a little itchy. I've never gone on a Disney cruise and not gotten hives, and I am finding out it's because I'm allergic to sunscreens. I tried a new sunscreen today, a completely different brand, hoping that was going to be the case, and I am a little itchy. Just a little itchy. I think we're going to be okay, but if you keep seeing me itch, that would be why. We went to Lookout Key. Very nice. A lot of walking. Take it in stride. I can also do like a Q&A of like the cruise and the island and all the things, like any questions you guys might have. So if that's something that you want to know any more in depth, I can definitely help you guys with that and would be happy to share. But it was really nice. It took, what did we figure out? It took 14 minutes from getting off the ship, like soon as you get off the gangway, off the ship, and then get all the way to the tram. And then from the tram on the way back, because we forgot to clock it on the way there, was I think 6 minutes. And it was definitely longer than I had thought, but it's very interesting because it takes a little bit. Everything is like, go here, and then here, and then here, and then here. And it's fine. There's all these little like segments. It's not what I prefer. Castaway's kind of like that, but the second you get off the ship, you get on a tram, and then the first stop of the tram, like you can get off and go to the beach, and it's not that crazy of a walk, where you don't really have a choice but to walk and then to get on a tram. And then from the tram, you have a good chunk of walking until you get to like the first set of beach chairs. But then to find a beach chair, you know, might be a little bit challenging. We were, like I said, all the way to the left. A cast member said it is quieter to the left. So the farthest left you can go, the quieter it's going to be. And it definitely was. We went right next to Serenity Bay, and it was a little quieter. But also, too, like, dang, guys, Serenity Bay was not that quiet and chill, and it was very much right next to the families. And I don't mind that because I have kids, but at the same time, if I was on a kid-free vacation, when you look at Castaway Serenity Bay and Lookout Keys Serenity Bay, they're a day and night difference. So just let me know in the comments below what you guys think about it. But it's not my favorite, but it was very nice. We had a lot of fun. The kids enjoyed the slide area. They enjoyed the shops and that. Everything was very enjoyable. The beach was really nice. I really, really liked it. We found one little shell, but it was really nice. The water was great, but it's definitely a windier day. And even right now too, no one can go on the aqueduct because you need at least 2 people. And I guess it's because of the winds. So it's definitely a little bit windier. We can definitely feel it. And I'm sorry, I am all of a sudden just really itchy, but I think it's because of that sunscreen. So, what else? We then came back to the pool. We had lunch on the ship. Cabanas had like just closed 6 minutes prior to us getting up there. And we were definitely hungry. We weren't like, we would have preferred to probably eat on the island, but the kids were like not really having it. So we just ended up eating on the ship. And I do not remember them having, what is the painter from Cars? What was his name? It was his little stand. So it was like Flo's V8 where you can get burgers, you can get pizza and that, but they also had like a create your own bowl station, or you can do it in tacos. They had a steak that was very tender and it was cut really nice. And they also had the chicken, so I had the combination. They had like a cilantro lime rice. They had brown rice, and then like pick your own toppings and salsas and, you know, queso fresco, and like all different kinds of stuff. Plus then there was a toppings bar, so that was really, really nice. I like that. We chilled by the pool. We had our meeting with DVC, which went really well. And then the kids went off to Kids Club, and then we picked them up, and Brody wanted to stay at Kids Club. Blakely wanted to come back. We went to the show for about 5 minutes. No joke, like literally 5 minutes. And Blakely was like, you know what? We've already seen it. I'd rather go walk around and have fun. So we did some bin trading. So I'll show you kind of the things that we got. I don't think I showed you yesterday, but yesterday's gift for Disney Vacation Club, if you guys don't know, we're Disney Vacation Club owners, and every day we get a little gift on the ship. They've definitely stepped it up. This is a nicer, it's longer lanyard than we've had before, but it's really cute because it has like a bunch of snacks, you know, a crown, really, really cute. And then today's gift was this hat, which I was pretty surprised. It was like a nice hat. And then I won't show you everything I got on the island, but I found this pin, of course, to commemorate going to the island, which I really liked. They did not have a magnet, so I bought a postcard that I'm going to add. I'm going to laminate it and then add magnets to the back. But it's super, super cute. It was like $2. It wasn't very much. But I also forgot last night that I got pins. So we're going to do these tonight. These are the mystery box that I got, and it's the Kingdom of Cute. I figured they probably have this at the parks too. But it has a ton of different options and then on the back. I don't really need all of them, and I do need traders, so I should probably open it. But it is getting to be about dinner time. The motion is definitely emotioning tonight. We are going to, I think, chill for a little bit. We're going to take some more Dramamine and then head off to dinner. How are you guys? I hope you're having such a good day. I've been kind of taking it chill. I did not feel good last night. If you didn't see yesterday's video or the last video, I just didn't feel 100%. And I kind of just chilled and just a little bit of emotion that I am such a Sally. I just cannot hang. I just can't hang. And so I also don't like to push myself either. I'd rather just be laying down and relaxing. And I did. I just kind of laid in bed and then I fell asleep early. So that kind of helped. But today I'm definitely feeling better. I'm feeling a little dehydrated. I am noticing that there's no more Powerade on the ship. There's no Gatorades and there's no like vitamin waters. So your only option for hydration is water. And I think sometimes if you are a little dehydrated, then trying to catch up with water, it might not be enough. So definitely know on your guys' sailing, I always bring the little Gatorade packets, like even liquid IVs and that. I will never go on a vacation period without that now, because I feel like I'm not 100% and my vacation is a little tainted because I'm just a little dehydrated. So, and I think too from recovering yesterday, I'm just not 100%. So, but I will be more prepared tonight also if it is a little bit emotional, because now we're going to be leaving Nassau and heading back to, I almost said Port Canaveral, heading back to Fort Lauderdale. And I'm sure they're going to book it a little bit because that is, I think, a little bit of a longer route, similar to how when we were leaving Fort Lauderdale and then getting to Lookout Point, it's still in a similar, you know, not too far area from what I understand. And they booked it over here to make it, you know, by decent time in the morning. And that was the same thing. They arrived at 7:30 this morning, so it wasn't bad. It was just very, very, very windy. It looks much better today though, much better today. And tonight we're going to be dining at Enchanted Garden. That's what it's called, Enchanted Garden. And there are so many things on this menu tonight that I love. For one, the Chilean sea bass is fabulous. It is so good. Plus the ahi tuna tower, so good. They also have some other really good options tonight too that are non-seafood, and my husband is not a seafood person at all. Like, he'll do shrimp and lobster, but that's kind of it. Any kind of shellfish he's kind of okay with, but he's not going to do like sea bass, you know, or sea scallops even. Like, no, that's definitely not his thing. But there's a lot of other good stuff on the menu. We went to the pool a little bit today just to kind of chill. We had lunch on the deck, which was really good. I think it was Ramon's, and had like the Chipotle style bowl, build your own bowl, and it was really good. That meat and that is really, really good. The kids are at Kids Club. We took the time to already pack up because we have bingo this afternoon. We thought about going to a trivia. We have our show tonight, which tonight is Believe, and it is our favorite show of all time on Disney Cruise Line. From out of all the shows that we've seen, it is by far our favorite. I have been, out of this whole sailing, this is what I've looked forward to the most, because we still like make little jokes like from that show that we saw back in 2021 when we saw it for the first time. So that's really cool that we're going to try that again, or get to see that again. And then we'll have dinner tonight. I think we'll maybe do a little bit of pin trading again, which, Jason, we got to get out their pins. I just packed up my pins, but I need to get the pins back out. But we're all packed up because the way that the rest of the night's going to go, or even like the rest of the day is going to go for us, we want to just chill and enjoy like our last day. And then we don't want to have to worry about coming back tonight and packing up. So, and also too, something to note that cast members have told me, they told me yesterday that people don't typically get off the island at Nassau, which is where we are today. Similar to us, like we weren't getting off today, that today we're kind of looking at it as more of like a sea day, a ship day. And a lot of other people feel the exact same way. A lot of people don't get off at Nassau. So then it's a busy day. Also, too, I don't think Aqueduct got back up when we left the deck at 1 o'clock today, which I think it's like, what, 1:30? It's 1:48. So we probably left the deck at like, what, noon? Yeah, so maybe like 12 o'clock. Then we left the deck, the pool deck. And we had grabbed a little bit something to eat, and then the kids wanted to get ready and cleaned up and ditch us, essentially. Brody's been doing a scavenger hunt around the ship, making so many good friends, which Edge, we'll talk about in the Q&A. Edge has been awesome. Bro, I was so worried for him because I just felt bad. I'm like, is he really gonna like it? But he's really, really enjoyed it, and he has been making such good friends, and I think he's loving the independence that comes with Edge, and he's been having so much fun. So much fun. So I know I don't look the best. I'm in my Sunday best, but I am just chilling. I want to try and find a Powerade, a Gatorade, something. We have not had any luck, and even crew has kind of said they don't really have that on the ship anymore, which I'm sorry, but shame on Disney. That's like, you should have some kind of hydration, something, because even when you're at port, you can maybe get off at port and find those things, but I'm going to have to get all the way off the ship just to get a Gatorade. Like, that just seems crazy to me. So, but I think that's what would make me feel 100%. And two, the ship is a little warmer, and I love to be in a crew neck sweatshirt, but normally the ships are cold. But the last 2 sailings that we've been on, the ships have been warmer. So I am in a big comfy tee, and I'm going to just chill and relax in some shorts. I think Jason are going to hang out for a little bit, but I will definitely bring you guys to bingo. And then fingers crossed, Jeannie will be good the rest of the night, so then we can just have so much fun together, and I can hang out with you guys and share. But if I don't share, I'm sorry, but I just don't feel 100%. But I think I'm going to be fine. I honestly, even like late last night into this morning, it was like all of a sudden, like the wind had stopped, everything had stopped, and like the ship like all leveled out. So that was really, even Jason said he felt it. But I'm definitely the sucker on the ship that it affects me the most. But if I have to go lay down, I have to go lay down. But I really hope I don't, because I really want that ahi tuna tower and the sea bass, because it is so good. And the show, I will drug myself up. I mean, not go overboard, but I will make sure that I will have all my medicine. I'll be on the patches. I will be doing all the things so I can at least watch the show with us as a family, because that show is so good. It's so good. But let's go have fun. Let's go see if we can find a Gatorade. Let's see if we can get a snack. Jason already got me a coffee, in the deck 4 coffee, and it's right behind D Lounge, but it's kind of in like not far from where they do the characters. There's like a little bar and coffee shop there, and they have the best coffees. I think it's better than Coffee Cafe, so just for a little reference. But let's go have fun. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into and get some snacks. because the sea bass is gone, but she said there's another one on the menu, which I think I'm definitely going to try. If you're a little wobbly, the boat is definitely a little wobbly. I did put on my patches. It's a patch here and here, and it is helping a lot. I do have a headache though, so I'm still trying to get hydrated, but I was able to find the vitamin water. It's literally the fountain stations next to the kids' splash pad, the Finding Nemo splash pad. It's on the other side of the kids' water slide. It's on the same side below where you enter to the Aquamouse. I'm a little turned around in my head right now, so I can't quite think and give you a better description, but it's right, if you're facing the kids' splash pad, it's to the right of that. It's in that drinking station. And then we're down here at dinner and the Enchanted Garden, and they have the vitamin water down here too, and that is making such a difference. It's helping me a lot. We're definitely going to try a lot of things though, because this is, and I always said the other night, this is probably, that was the best menu. This is, I think, my favorite menu. And it's kind of nice because this is all on Mother's Day, so it's like all my favorite things today. So I think we're gonna try, of course, the ahi tuna tower, and then also too, I've never tried the cucumber garden roll. I think I'm gonna try that. These are all really light options, so I'm really, really excited. Are you gonna try, Jason, this Applewood smoked bacon wild mushroom tart? You're not trying it? He's like, it's been, yeah. He likes something a little simpler, so that might be a little too elevated for him. And then the heirloom tomato soup sounds really good, but I think I might pass on the acidity tonight. But then I'm gonna try, I might wait on the sea scallops, but I'm gonna try the new pan-seared filet, which is the new fish option, which you said is very, very close to the sea bass. And then of course I'm gonna try the prime rib, and we're gonna start with that. The sea scallops I love, but that is a very hit or miss thing, and it's either very fishy or very not. And I don't want something to hit me that might be a little too fishy tonight, because I'm on the up and up. We're gonna have a long day tomorrow, so I definitely want to enjoy tonight's meal because it's delicious. I already got my little piece of bread going. We did our last minute shopping, saw the show. The show changed a lot. Did you think the show changed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the non-Slovenia word that the genie goes on.
Yeah, that was gone.
And that was the best part.
Yeah, there were some little jokes that we have been, like, we repeat all of the time that he didn't say, but I feel like it was still really good. And it was, and too, like, the ending changed a little bit. I noticed that, and it was still really good though. I mean, they like update like different trends in there, and they add in different little puns on from like little social media things, you know, like very demure. And what else, bud?
Definitely a different genie.
Yeah, different genie, of course. And there's obviously going to be new people, but the people in it were very, very good. So I really liked it. I liked, of course, the one that we saw first because that's the first one that we know, but it was all really fun. But I'll keep you posted on dinner. The kids are going to go to Kids Club here in a little bit, so, and then Jason and I kind of enjoy our time, but it all looks so good.
Of the Disney Queen. My name is Tony. Everybody say, hola Tony!
Hola, Tony!
Has the best thing yet in the baño. It's a Princess Tiana! And I need your help. If I tell you that her dress is blue and she lost a shoe, who is she? Princess Cinderella! And nobody can read the stories as she does. It's Princess Bear! And here comes our favorite puppy on all the 17th. It's Blue! And when it flows, it causes trouble, but we love it. It's Coffee! And she is the diva, she is the man, and she looks amazing tonight. It's Daisy! And you know I'm number one, and I want Ariel here in the angel. Don't die. I can hear it coming. No trouble with the ones and only Chica. You got a boom, I got some music. And last but not least, we are your captains of my captains. And let's say ta-ta, Daisy. Adios, Daisy. And if he's at number one, you're going to say number one. It's gonna die. And now, take 3, 4, 5. Let me say ciao for now, Pluto. Pluto. And now it's time to get goofy for goofy. As you know, we never say goodbye to them, so the count of 3, we all together are gonna say, see you real soon, me and Mickey. 1, 2, 3. See you real soon, me and Mickey. And on behalf of Captain Evil, Erica, your cruise director, and the entire cast and crew of the Disney Dream, we wish you have a safe journey home. And we hope to see you real soon. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao. Adios.
I always feel when I set you guys up in an area like this, like it's like a home journal style vlog. Tonight was really good. Dinner was good. I will say, like, all of our food was really good. I think we've gotten to the point to where we've been on so many cruises. Not saying that like we've been on a gazillion, but we've been on, this is our 4th Disney cruise, and we try and do the comparison game, which I really don't think does any favors, because every ship and every experience is so different. Everything was good. Everything was good. Not having the sea bass really sucked, because that's such a good one. And even our head server, our head server is like their manager-ish person, okay, that comes around and he's like your concierge person. It's like, how was everything? You know, like he's that guy. But then like our main server, I guess I should say, she's the one that's like in charge of us for like the table serving purpose. And then there's someone that kind of assists her. And I will say they were both really good. It was interesting talking to them. Our main server, she had been on the ship for a while, was like through dry dock and everything. You can tell like she's been with the cruise line for a while. And then the other one that was like the assistant server, he's more recent to the cruise line. He's been on 2 months. He's got 2 months left of his contract. I always like hearing and getting to know them. And he is going to go on after he's done with his contracts here and stuff like that. His goal and what I guess Disney's plan is for him is that he's going to go on to the Adventure, because he used to work for a smaller, more international cruise line, and he's going to be doing more of like the Singapore and that stuff. So that was kind of cool to hear. Like I always love hearing that. But they both agreed that it was a big loss not having the sea bass. And the sea bass got removed from the menu about 2 sailings ago. This was like the second sailing. And the fish that they used, I don't remember exactly what it was. To me, it tasted like a cod. It was a little heavier, and it was definitely a bigger cut than like a typical cod fillet. But it was very similar, which then really brought it down, because, I mean, I love cod. But at the same time, it wasn't like the sea bass is like, I mean, sea bass is like sea bass. Sea bass is like the best, right? So, and that wine didn't really come through either. So was good. I would definitely recommend it if you are a white fish person. If you like fish, if you want a fish option, I would definitely recommend that. And then I had the prime rib. The prime rib was good, but it wasn't like insanely amazing. But it was still, compared to other cruise lines now that I've gone on, it was very good. Very, very, very good. Very tender, cooked really well. And that is the one thing about their meat is that across the board, like throughout all the night, is that their meat was so tender and nothing was like super dry. There was one part of Jason's cut tonight, his pork tenderloin. One piece of it was a little drier and tougher, and then the rest was like super good. The desserts were good. The raspberry and lemon one, I don't know if I'd recommend that. But they sent us over a specialty dessert for Mother's Day. There's been like little touches of things kind of all throughout the day that was really nice. But all in all, such a good sailing. The patches, you can tell like I am hyped up now. Like I'm feeling so much better. Still have a little headache, but I've been trying to down that vitamin water to get rehydrated because normally, like, I can always just have, like, a vitamin water or a Powerade, and that has always been readily accessible. I did tell our head waiter, he asked me, and they go on and ask everyone, like, how was your experience? Like, what do we need to know? And I'm like, well, it was kind of a problem that there was nothing to get hydrated besides water. And I feel like if you're already dehydrated, you should definitely have more of an option than just water, because water, to me, is not enough. Is definitely not enough when you're talking, like, sea days and pool days. And what he thinks is that, and his recommendation is that he felt that maybe that there's a shortage, and that's why they're pulling it off of the machines, is because they're not getting enough of it, or it's getting harder for them to get or something. Because he said he was here all through dry dock and they've always been here. He also said if there is a situation to where you can't get something, you need to call room service. And room service can bring it to you anywhere, and they will find it anywhere. So he was very, very, right, Jason? That was like the one thing he said, like, if you ever have that issue, like, call room service, right? Isn't that what he said?
Yes, that's what he said.
Yes, so Jason's doing all the tips and that over there with the kids. But so that was my only note. That was like my only thing that was really frustrating for me on this sailing, is that I did get dehydrated, and then I think that made my motion sick, and then I got a headache and everything, which is my own fault. I should have prepared myself for that. But also too, like, I feel like it's so quickly to happen. Even the what is her name? She's like the ship's, what is that person called? Cruise director. The cruise director. She even said, like, every time in the morning and the afternoon, she's like, stay hydrated, drink lots of water. And so they, of course, want you to do that, but it's so quick to happen. But I will never not travel with liquid IVs or those Gatorade packs. I don't use the Gatorade packs nearly as much because liquid IVs are like they are quick. So the kids don't like them as much as like a Gatorade, but like they're like, if I had that, I probably would have been great, you know? So that is something, a lesson learned here from someone that does travel quite a bit, is that even on the cruises, we need to be bringing that. But all in all, really great cruise. Do you have any notes, Jace?
Nope.
No. You have notes, Blakely? What is it, what?
Do you have any tips?
Yeah, I made $1,000 because I almost won.
Bingo.
We brought her to bingo.
I had one left for blackout.
And so she thinks she should win $1,000.
Yeah, I deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
You cracked me up. Did you have a good trip? Yes.
I'm staying here. I'm living here.
You liked it, didn't you?
Minus Bippity Boppity. That was the problem.
Yeah, but she really wanted to go on Bippity Boppity Boutique, but because we booked it so last minute, there was like nothing available. The only times I ever saw were available were when we were going to go and be eating dinner, and that was just not going to work. Should we open that? I keep playing with the box, and I keep saying I'm going to open my pin box, and I never have. Let's open it. She brought it up. Should we see what we get?
Yeah.
Do you want to open it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. There's going to be 2. This is, for the 3rd time, this is the Kingdom of Cute. And they're really, really cute. They are, I can show you how to open that. But there's like couple different options here, but I think this is really fun. I like that it's more park themed. I mean, I love a cruise theme, but I didn't like the cruise options as much.
I love the pins. I'm collecting the hands of characters.
Yes, she did lots of pin trading one day.
Yesterday.
I think I know which one I
I
got.
got sick of Bella in 2 seconds. I think, guys, I like go to Mickey and like Today Show because you can't watch those. You can't watch all of them at the same time.
What do you mean?
Like Go to Mickey's, you can't watch Go to Mickey's on the TV.
No.
You can watch the shows.
Yeah, but you know what? In all fairness, Blakely, we didn't turn on the. Hold
What
on.
is this one?
No, you can't look. You have to go. You have to go 1, 2, 3, and then you show it to the screen. Okay, so I'll do this one, and then you do this one, but don't look at it. You got to show them first. You go 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a good one. What'd you get, girl? What is it?
Dumbo.
Dumbo. You probably want Dumbo, huh?
Mm-hmm.
This one is that this was the old school Skyliner. You know that? Way back in the day, this is what they had over Magic Kingdom.
I wanted to do it.
Did you know they used to have this, and it used to connect, I believe, to the Rapunzel bathrooms, and they turned that bathroom, and it was like the where they would get off on the gondolas and stuff like that. Super, super cute. I could show you these a little bit better.
Mom, we got Row.
I think that's a trader. Yeah, and you'd probably like to keep this Dumbo one, huh? But I gave you all my traders.
Can I have that one?
So I have no traders. You want this one? You can have it. So, anyways, the kids are going to get laying down because it is late. We watched the, like the farewell with the characters. But hot take, I think I like the 3 nights. These 3 nights were kind of nice. I mean, 4 would be great, but I'm totally fine with the 3 night. And in October, we're going to a 3 night on the Wish. So I'm super excited. That one's going to be a little bit longer though, because we're going on a land and sea and land again. So I haven't talked too much about that. You guys just know that I'm going on the Wish in October. But I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. I'm really sorry that they just did not get to be longer. I have, even my husband said, for the past 2 weeks, you have been a hot mess. And I have. Like, I have now been allergic to some sunscreen, which I don't know if you've noticed in some of my videos. My under eyes have been like swollen and then also really wrinkly and dry. I still have like a dry spot under this eye, and then this eye has still been really itchy, and then my face has been itchy from the sunscreen, and I haven't used it in a while, and just all in all, been a hot mess. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Thank you guys so much for watching this entire series. If you guys have also enjoyed the entire series, what emoji can we do? Let's do an elephant emoji for the Dumbo. Pin. That's what we'll do. So then people in the comments will be like, why is there an elephant emoji in the comments? And then also too, I will make this entire series into one long video so you guys can enjoy that too. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor and give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure you guys are subscribed with that notification bell on, because I will be doing a massive Disney Cruise Line haul. I don't think I've ever bought this much, or we've ever bought this much. Also, too, a lot of my Mother's Day gifts came from on this ship. So all of my Mother's Day gifts came from on this ship, and my kids and my husband went all out, and they spoiled me. So I will be showing you guys everything that we got. I will show you what the kids got, because they got good stuff. I will show you the stuff my husband got. I will gather it all together. Oh, we never got our free Disney Vacation Club thing today.
What?
Totally forgot. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.